We are not to boast in our fullness, because our fullness cannot redeem our brothers and sisters from hell. Only Elohim can. And the same way only Elohim can redeem spiritually, only Elohim can give physically the ability to get well. Amen. Meaning the same way it happens spiritually, that's the same way it happens in the natural realm. The same way your brother was saved spiritually by the blood of Yeshua, that's the same way it happens in the natural realm. It's not your heart, your arm, your power. It's all about Yahweh. Amen. Amen? Amen. It's all about Yahweh. Amen. And those who trust in their wealth, Tehillim 47:6. And those who trust in their wealth, they boast in the multitude of their riches. They're wrong. Why? Because their abundance came from Elohim, just like the salvation of their brother. They can't save their brother or sister. Only the blood of Yeshua can save their brother and sister. And so it is with life. Only Yahweh can give you the things that He wants you to have. Tehillim 47, no, 47. You can try 40 and 7. Tehillim 112 verse 3. Tehillim 112 verse 3. Let's go fast, please. I have a lot to cover. The dinner's at 8 o'clock, so I have a lot to cover. And golf is on, so I have a lot to cover. Yes, I'm addicted. Well, that's a story. That's another story for another time. I had to do when I was in Fort Myers. I entered an addiction. Well, listen, Tehillim 112 verse 3. Wealth and riches shall be in his bite. Now, is that H capitalized or lowercase?
His.
Psalm 112 verse 3. Is that uppercase or lowercase? Ted.
His.
Thank you. Talking about Yahweh. Micah says, Yisrael, when you get the grain, I'm going to bring it as an offering to Yahweh. He didn't say 10%, 20%. He says everything in my life, everything I get from others around me is a grain, terumah, a lifestyle. So transferring wealth, transferring abundance, transferring provision is a lifestyle to enter and establish the covenant every day of your life. Somebody. Amen. Amen. That's how you overcome the world, the flesh, and the devil. By establishing the covenant every day in your life.
Every day. Every day some kind of way.
Thank you, brother. Tehillim 112 verse 3. Wealth and riches shall be in your Broward apartment. Wealth and riches shall be in Homestead. Wealth and riches shall be on Collins Avenue. Whom have I not offended? Come on, look, listen. The things, the abundance will be in his house. Use discernment. First, guard it from yourself. Guard your own abundance from yourself. This is incredible, man. Listen. Guard your own abundance from yourself, because when Yahweh gives you discernment where to release it, you'll be able to follow that discernment and that leading. Is coffee coming? My wife's getting it? Okay. Well, no one will get it. Thank you. Wealth and riches shall be in his bayit. Notice. And tzedakah endures. So that righteousness, or tzedakah, which is the righteousness of Yeshua in us or on us through his redemption, through his blood, that righteousness that lasts forever is connected to the fullness of the covenant finding its way into his house. You getting this? Is anybody getting this?
Oh, yes.
That redemption, that tzedakah that has clothed us with salvation, that gives us eternal life, that gives us eternal salvation and eternal forgiveness and eternal pardon, that righteousness is so that, listen, wealth and riches can flow into his house by you and I, his people, establishing the covenant. Does any of this make sense?
That makes sense.
Guys, I mean, you see the connection? Just this one verse. Just this one verse gives you the Lexus that you need to grasp these things. Look at this verse again. Wealth and riches shall not be for your homestead flat. Rather, the tzedakah that is eternal will endure so that this fullness can be released back into his house, meaning the poor, the naked, the destitute, the hurting, the downtrodden, in his house. I love it.
I love it.
I love it. I don't care about them. I don't care about the Jerry Lewis telethon. I care. I hurt for those poor kids. Not my business. You're my business. I'm your business. You're my business. Let us do tov to all men, but specifically those of the household of Emunah. You are my business. I am your business. We need to see each other and walk this life together. That's why we need community. That's why we need a kihila. That's why you can't do it sitting in a living room with Dunkin' Donuts on Shabbat. Because when trials and tribulation and you need a hand to hold you and you need someone to hug you and you need someone to talk to you and you need someone to comfort you, you can't do it through a donut that's Dunkin'. Yeah, brother, we're just sitting here with a whole bunch of Dunkin' Donuts and we're believing in faith for someone to come. No. Why don't you take the blessings you have and go be a blessing to someone else in a congregation that's already established like you have here? And many of you have been a blessing here in this congregation. And I know it. I know it. I know that you know that I know that he knows. Now we all know. Look at Mishlei 19:4. Mishlei 19:4. Now don't miss this now, because you could miss it, but don't miss it. Mishlei, Proverbos 19:4. Wealth makes many chaverim. Now, in the natural, it means people like money. If you've got money, you've got friends. That's in the natural, right? But let's approach this like we are. Reborn, born again, Israel. If wealth, Britt, talk to me.
Yes.
If wealth is given to us and fullness is given to us to establish the covenant, and the covenant is established among his house, by then the blessings that Yahweh, Deuteronomy 8:18, has given me the power to get wealth, notice, to make many friends. Make sense? So I have this abundance, you have this abundance, you have this fullness to make many friends. Not by flaunting money, but by using that wealth to establish the covenant. It's a principle. How do we make many friends? Using the abundance that he's given us. We draw people into the kingdom. We are the head, not the tail. You follow me?
Yes.
We have more love. We have more power. We have more forbearance. We have more mercy. We have more rachamim. The wealth and the fullness of all these manifestations of the fruit of the Ruach is overflowing in our life, and that wealth attracts chaverim. And when we are making friends for Yeshua, we are building the kingdom, somebody.
Amen.
That's our job. That's our call. To make friends for Yeshua.
Amen.
That's called leading them to the Lord. What does that mean? Leading them to the Lord. What does that mean? Making friends for Yeshua. How? Your wealth. Not solamente dinero o pesos. But the wealth, regardless of what form that has come into your life. You might have more peace, more shalom. You may be able to show people how to handle stressful situations, a teaching ministry, a prayer ministry. Whatever you have, you transfer that prayer ministry, that intercession ministry to others. You bring it into his house and not just use it for your own house. And then you make many friends for Yeshua. And then Proverbs 18:24, then he becomes a friend who sticks closer than a brother to them, even as he's the friend who sticks closer than a brother to you. Isn't that neat?
That's neat.
Baruch Hashem Yahweh.
Watch that coffee now. Uh-oh.
Thank you. Whoa, Super.
Ooh, y'all ain't go on till 9 o'clock at night.
Wealth makes many friends. That's true.
That's true.
If that's true for the wicked, how much more for the righteous? We've got to tap into these principles. The wealth that Yahweh gives you is to establish the covenant among other enemies of Yahweh and turn those enemies into friends for Yahweh. He's given you the power to get wealth and fullness in many areas of your life so that you can establish the covenant with others and turn those enemies into friends of Yahweh. If you've got more peace than the psychiatrist, next time there's a problem, they're not going to the psychiatrist or the psychologist or the sociologist or the criminologist or Dr. Lee. They're going to you. Turn to your neighbor and say they're going to you. Why? Because your wealth is set aside to establish the covenant. And not just money, not just your home. We have Sukkot coming up. Many of our brothers and sisters don't have a place to put a sukkah. They don't have a house. They don't have a piece of property to put a sukkah. They would if they could, but they have no place to put a sukkah. So are you going to transfer that backyard? Are you going to make your dwelling available to others in the congregation and bring those riches and that wealth into his house? You see what I'm saying? Use your backyard for the kingdom. Baruch Hashem Yahweh. Mishlei 13:22. A Tov man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. And the wealth of the sinner or the wicked is laid up for the tzaddik. See that?
Hallelujah.
In other words, here's the way it works. The wealth goes from the wicked to you, not for you, but to establish the covenant. And when you make friends for Yeshua, they see your life, they see your light. Your light is so shining before men. When they see your light, they're glorifying your Father who is in heaven, and it's making many friends for Yahweh. So that transfer from the wicked to you, to others. That transfer is not for you, it is for others to establish covenant in their life, like the goodness of Yahweh has established covenant in your life. Oh, Baruch Hashem Yahweh. Oh, Baruch Hashem Yahweh. Toda Rabba Yahweh. Thank you, Father. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Kohelet, Ecclesiasticus. Kohelet 6:2. We'll go quickly now. A man to whom Elohim has given riches, wealth, and honor, so that he wants nothing for his being of all that he desires. Yet, turn to your neighbor and say, yet, not yet, but yet. Yet, notice, listen, listen, watch, listen. If Elohim does not give him the power to eat his abundance, this is vanity and evil disease. Check that out. If Elohim does not give power to enjoy the abundance that he has sowed into your life, that fullness that he has given you, but a ger, what's a ger? A stranger eats it. This is vanity and an evil disease. Get it? Yahweh has given you the power. It's the bread of life and remembrance, Ted. It's the bread of life and remembrance. It's the bread of life for you to eat it. Notice Yahweh gives it to you. But remember, if you don't establish the covenant by transferring that fullness, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Goyim. Who are Goyim? Non-believers. Heathens. If you don't put that money and those finances and that abundance in the hands of the righteous, in the hands of the congregation, in the hands of Yahweh, in the hands of the kingdom like Micah who went before you, then what's going to happen is the stranger is going to get it, and this will be an evil disease for you. Wow! What stranger? Ready? IRS. FBI. Prima e primo Samuel. Uncle Sam. You cannot take one blessing of fullness and abundance out of this world, so you've got two choices. The Goyim are going to get it, or the Israelite camp and the house of Yahweh is going to get it. To whom will you release it? Because you can't keep it.
Can't keep it.
You can't keep it.
Can't keep it.
Not one person in this room can keep one iota of anything Yahweh has given them.
Can't keep it.
I've never seen a U-Haul or a Penske following a hearse.
Can't take it with you, baby.
Baruch Hashem Yahweh.
Never. Baruch Hashem Yahweh.
I want you to get this. If Elohim has given you the power to have the bread of life, you must turn it into the bread of remembrance, because if you don't, a ger, a goy, the world will get it. The state will get it. And that is vanity. It is like an evil disease. When your bountiful abundance goes to the state, the government, or the heathen, it was an evil disease that was supposed to be a blessing for the people of Yahweh. And you don't wait till you have abundance. You give what you have now, and you position yourself for that outpouring of abundance.
Amen.
Even your kids make
Baruch Hashem Yahweh. Turn to your neighbor and say, position now.
Position now.
Esther 10:3. Esther 10:3. Hadassah 10:3. Quickly turn there, please. For Mordecai, the Yehudi, the Jew,